This is Many Ninjas here. Welcome to the second official episode of the Rockman 7 demake PC mod that has you playing as Roll this time, or I should say, has me playing as Roll. For this particular episode, we're moving on to another day, another robot master. In this case, Cloudman. If we were doing it by order of weapon weakness, technically I should have done Burstman next, but Cloudman is a little easier side. Plus, I wanted to get the ball rolling on something else. That's kind of one of those little side quests that were present in the original Rockman 7 type. Speaking of the difference between Rockman and Mega Man 7, you probably noticed in the Cloudman name there was that nice little subtitle there. It's nothing important, it really doesn't say anything grandiose or tell you anything what's going on the stage, but it's a nice little touch that they had it in there. And in English, no doubt. But unfortunately, that's one of those odd little things that ended up disappearing when things got brought over to the North American region. If you were playing Mega Man 7, you just see the actual Robot Master's name and that's it during the little segue. Which leaves it as a bit of an empty space. Rather odd. Anyway, now that I think about it, since we're already talking about kind of North American games and import titles, in my case, I probably again mentioned at this point that on the previous weekend, or the weekend that just passed, I should say, I was actually attending along with my brother and my father actually the local video game swap in the Waterloo area that was held by the VGCC. They tend to do one every 6 months, give or take, and that's probably one of the latter ones that's going on for this particular year. So the last one I went to, I actually came back, I believe I actually did a video for it. I came back with 24 games, give or take, for various systems there, but a lot of them being import titles. I can't say I was exactly that successful this time around. I actually only came back with 8 games, and all the weird things I could have picked up, I picked up an arcade marquee for Street Fighter, the movie, the game. Yeah, the one based off the Van Damme film. And in terms of general opinion for why this number seems so low this time, well, I opted for VIP tickets. I might have said that earlier, forgive me if I did. In terms of the VIP tickets, it was supposed to be set up so if you picked it up, you'd be in one, a shorter lineup, and 2, you'd actually have early access as opposed to the general public, which was originally promised like something like an hour, but due to delays, whether there be for people having issues setting up, or just maybe disorganization, I don't know which to be honest, the entry time for the early access was really only about 15 minutes before everyone else, so we only got in around 11:45 when everyone else got in at 12. And it wasn't exactly that there was a shortage of people, it was actually a really full room. There was quite a bit of stuff there, but at least based on my initial perceptions, I forgot this one you actually need to go a little further in there. Yeah, this is the side you want to use your spring thing on. Normally rush coil, but in this case tangle coil. But I'm sorry, back to what I was saying. It felt like this time around that they were more dealer booths that were based off of stores, be it actual tangible stores or kind of online shops rather than individual sellers. Which, in this case, it's not like you're not going to be able to find a deal here or there out of those kind of setups, but realistically, they have to worry about the bottom dollar more often than not, and the fact that they're kind of paying for the space and to transport goods back and front from the storefronts or from their own supplies there. So realistically, there's going to be a little more charge from that sort of thing than if you were buying from an individual collector that's just looking to remove a couple of doubles from their own personal collection that are just taking up space. So generally, I saw some stuff that was interesting there, but generally the price was not always right, so I had to actually just walk away from some items because I love to have it, but for the price they're asking for, I just wouldn't want to take it at this time. Like a loose copy of Castlevania Bloodlines, for instance, $65. If it was a box copy, yeah, sure, no problem. I could stomach that, but for a loose, just cart, and the cart wasn't exactly even in great shape, no, I can agree to walk away with that. And that was actually kind of the story for a lot of things I saw there. The only game I can say that I should have picked up the minute I saw it, but I wanted to see if there was another copy circulating in the room, was a box copy of, I believe, Ranger X that might have been there for $30. That's the one thing I missed on. In terms of what's going on here, what I haven't missed is, this is the first part of the Proto Man side quest, or since it is the import version, or based on the Japanese thing, I should say the blues side quest. Generally, for those that are unfamiliar how the title works, you need to visit a series of rooms that are kind of off to the side there, in a certain order, in order to unlock an optional boss fight, where you can get an extra item. I'll go into further detail as we actually get to that particular boss fight. I forgot that Eddie does show up in this version. He might show up in the regular one too. I just haven't played the Super Nintendo game in such a long time that admittedly my memory's a little rusty on the matter. But yeah, stepping back to the game swap, generally speaking, not a lot of things there that I found were really affordable. It's like there were things to purchase, but it's either the price wasn't right or I wasn't really looking for that particular title, so it didn't seem like it was such a great deal. It was fun there. I did come back with a few interesting things of what I did buy, but generally speaking, compared to the last time, it was a bit of a bust. Well, that's all she wrote for that one, and now we're actually at the boss room. The stage itself was fairly lenient, minus a bit of a jumping issue, but now we have Cloudman here. With this incredibly simplistic pattern. The only way this boss fight could be any easier is if I did have Burstman's weapon here. In terms of evasion, I don't know why I didn't hold down when I did that. But basically, you can slide under most of his stuff. And yeah, now that's easy dodging. Which way is the? Yeah. I can't go one video apparently without dying a silly death. I can't remember if there's a way to determine which way the wind is supposed to be blowing because the visual cue with the rain would have suggested the other way around. Maybe the wind always blows in that one direction, I don't know. By the way, let's not repeat that mistake there. As you can see, for dodging Cloudman himself, is effectively most of his things when he's moving around you can slide under, which is fine. And in terms of his projectiles, a well-timed jump will take care of most of his stuff. The only reason you're probably getting hit in this case, which is exactly what's happening here, is that I'm trying to attack him at the same time and there's poorly timed attacks. But really, not a hard fight. You don't need Burstman's weapon. You can take care of Cloudman Buster only, and in fact, he probably makes a really good first boss in order to knock off if you happen to have it set up here. And as for the roll constant for today, it's Summer Dress Roll. If there's an actual proper title for it, I don't know. Unfortunately, you don't have the fishnet. At this point, we have 2 Robot Masters down, 6 more to go before we can go after Dr. Wily. Not counting, of course, some item collection along the way there. So that ends this video, and with the moral of the day, if you want to get a new wardrobe, kill everything in sight. Seriously now though, take care everyone, catch you all later.